Hi and welcome back to our kitchen. Today we're going to be preparing ceviche, which is one of our favorite dishes. So if you're interested in learning how to make this traditional South American dish, follow us into our kitchen. So the ingredients for ceviche are pretty simple. You start with your favorite seafood. We have about a pound of shrimp and a half a pound of scallops. We're going to dice those up into small bite-sized pieces. You can see I need to work on my knife skills. We're going to add limes, cucumbers, tomatoes, onion, mango, and some fresh cilantro. We start by squeezing lemons onto the seafood, the shrimp and the scallops. Now, ceviche doesn't use heat to cook the seafood. You're actually curing the seafood, the shrimp and the scallops, with the citric acid in the limes. So you'll want to squeeze enough lime juice into the bowl to roughly cover the seafood pieces. We used, I believe, 8 limes for this part of the recipe. Sometimes it's more, sometimes it's less. But you want to make sure you have enough juice to completely cover your seafood. And if you're concerned about eating fish that hasn't been cooked or that might be raw, well, it's okay to cook the shrimp and the scallops first, then dice it up, but still soak it in lime juice for the flavor. So you want to stir the seafood well and make sure that it's all covered by the lime juice. Once this is ready, we'll cover it with saran wrap and place it in the refrigerator for 30 to 45 minutes so that the shrimp and the scallops have a chance to cure. You'll notice if you check on this bowl after about 15 or 20 minutes that the color and the texture of the shrimp and the scallops will begin to change. Similar to cooking, it'll turn pinkish and become a lot more firm. Now we're going to prepare the vegetables that we're going to use for the ceviche. We've sliced our tomatoes, we've sliced the half onion, and then we've gone through and we've quartered the cucumbers and we're removing the seeds so that we'll be able to dice these up into nice even pieces. Now, we didn't talk about specific amounts of vegetables, but it's okay because there really isn't a specific recipe. This is whatever you want to add into it. So we're using 3 tomatoes, half an onion, 2 cucumbers, and 1 mango. You can add whatever you want in whatever quantities you want. It's whatever you prefer for your flavors. This is just the way we like to eat it. And because of the amount of dicing and chopping, we're using our little chopping machine here. This gives us really nice even sized pieces that are easier to eat when you're putting the ceviche on a tostada. It makes real quick work of chopping every one of the vegetables that we had. If you've seen our video on peach habanero salsa, those combinations of the peach and habanero would make for a really good flavor in a ceviche as well. You can check out that video on our channel. So now we've got everything diced and prepped and mixing together in the bowl. It looks delicious, doesn't it? And we're going to prepare a little bit of a liquid salsa to blend in. But before that, we're going to add in a couple of jalapeno peppers just for a little bit of spice. We want to make sure we're removing the seeds and the vein because we don't want it so spicy that we can't eat it. And these I don't want to put through the chopping machine, so we're gonna dice these down pretty fine into much smaller pieces and add them right into the bowl. Our next step is to make a salsa, or a little bit of a flavored juice for the ceviche. We're going to start by adding in a little bit of roasted garlic, and we have a video that we've posted on our channel on how we roast our garlic, so if you want to check that out, be sure to look for that video. We'll mix that in, and to that we're going to add the juice of 3 lemons and an orange. You don't want to use the lime juice that you cured your seafood in, so we have to prep up this new liquid. And then we'll top it off with a little bit of Maggi seasoning. This is very similar to a Worcestershire sauce. It gives this liquid a really nice, rich flavor. We'll stir that in, mix it up nicely, and add that right into the vegetables and fruit for the ceviche. For an even different flavor, you could add clamato juice. We didn't have any, so we didn't use it. Next step is to drain your seafood. So we're going to just strain that through a colander, get all the lime juice out, and then make sure that that's drained well. And once that's done, we're going to combine the shrimp and the scallops directly into the tomatoes, the cucumber, the mango, and give that a really good stir. Next step is to just add the liquid in, and it's almost ready. The beautiful part about this recipe is it doesn't take any cook time, it doesn't use heavy oils, it's fresh, it's light, and it's tasty. Last ingredient to add, we're going to chop up cilantro and mix that in. And wow, this ceviche is just about ready to eat. We love cilantro. We put it in nearly every dish. And now, it's time to try it. We're using a chipotle mayonnaise that we made at the same time as the ceviche. And if you're interested in learning how to make a fresh homemade chipotle mayonnaise, check out the link to the video on our site. We'll spread some of that mayonnaise on a tostada, put as much ceviche as you would like, and enjoy. So thank you for joining us as we prepared this wonderful ceviche. If you like this recipe and you want to see more of our kitchen creations, please hit the subscribe button below and join us in our kitchen. Until next time, thank you. Bye-bye.